Make sure you have your phone turned.
Oh, it's on mute.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right.
Hello, everyone. Hey, Mo.
Hey, hey, all my
Hey.
friends.
Yay, we finally made it. Sorry, guys. Little
Yes.
technical difficulties on my end. Everything that could happen last minute did happen last minute. Um, hey, Hippie Cece. Hey, who's a good boy? Hey, y'all. Hey, Chrissy. Let's see.
I just wanted to say that if we're streaming to my channel and Case's channel, so if we're talking to somebody that you don't see, they're on the other channel. So you guys just go wherever you want and talk to whoever you
Yeah,
want. But I'm so glad you all could
whichever
make it
channel.
today.
Yeah, we are. We're tickled to death. Hey, Aaron, how are you? Oh, Mo, did you see that? There's been an arrest in the Delphi case.
I saw that and I saw that on one channel and I tried to Google it and it said there's going to be a press conference on Monday. So I don't know if something has leaked or what. Is that what you all have been seeing too?
Let me see. I just Googled it. It says man booked into Carroll County Jail in connection with the Delphi murders. Wow.
Oh,
I'm gonna text you this, Mo, so you'll
yes.
have it.
One wonder if it's that one guy that Klein man. Wonder if that's who it is. Does anybody know?
No, this guy's last name is Allen.
Huh.
Richard Allen.
I can't remember who that is. It's been a while since I looked into that one, but that one has always been on my mind too. That one
He's
and little Haley Cummins that went
mm-hmm.
missing in Florida, those two have always been on my mind. And
Yes.
this one today has been on my mind for 6 months.
Yeah.
We have prayed about this every single night, this little boy.
Yeah. Just real quick on the Delphi case, HPCC, it says that he's let me find his name again. Richard Allen, age 50, was moved to state facility for his safety. He was arrested on Friday afternoon, and there will be a press conference on Monday with additional details.
Mm.
So, hey Terry, how are you? Thank you for being here.
Sissy, you don't remember that name either? I get foggy sometimes and I forget, but
Yeah, I do too, and it's one of those seasons for me, and I get foggy really easy with names. But let's see.
yeah.
I'm looking on a different. a different news article just to see, and I don't see any additional names except his name. So I guess Monday's going to be very interesting. But we wanted to come together today and talk about Baby Angel. And as we learned this week, Baby Angel has a name. He has a face.
Yes.
He has a mom. Well, there's a woman who gave birth to him. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
But Mo's going to talk about it. This was Hey 71KJC. This was Mo's case. Mo did all the background info on it. So I'm just going to step back, let her do her thing, and I'm here if she needs me.
Okay. Well, it started when Parker was doing the Missing Children's Day, and I was looking and I thought, surely there is no unidentified children that have been found already, right? And I think that it was in May when Parker did that. And I looked it up, and it was April 16th that they found this little boy. And it was on a back road in Pekin, Indiana. And there was a state trooper that said he had lived there his whole life, and he didn't even know about this road. So I still don't know how these two ladies found this road like they did, you know?
That's just a bit. Hey, Shalma, good to see you, girl. I'm so glad you're here. Shalma, you may have missed it. Just so that you know, we are streaming on this channel and Mo's. Mo does have somebody over, kind of watching her channel. But just so if you see us talking to different people that you can't see, that's what's going on. Sorry, Mo. Go ahead.
Well, I thought that I would start by just playing the video. It was Jeffrey Meredith who found the suitcase, and he was mushroom hunting. And Sissy, you know how it is in your area, and when it's usually the men that hunt when it's not hunting season, they go out and forage for mushrooms and ginseng and stuff like that. And once you see how it touched him, I mean, it'll really get to you. And then I also have a video of what he says after Angel got his name, and his name is Cairo Amar Jordan. Cairo Amar Jordan. And actually his birthday would have been this week, and he would have turned 6 years old. 6 years old, guys. Can you imagine that? That's nothing, no time at all in the grand scheme of things, you know. Okay, I'm gonna find this video.
Just let me know
Okay.
if you need me to.
Okay. I've lost you all. Hang on just a second.
You're fine.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
fine. Just take your time. Don't get worked up over it. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
It is he had a very beautiful name. Very beautiful. Hey, Swamp Donkey.
Okay. Okay.
Jeff Meredith calls this place heaven. It's the woods outside his home. He says he can sit for hours every day and just watch it. But on one day, April 16th, he found something out of place. It was a boy. And now it's his mission to find that boy's name.
When I first saw that little feller, immediately I felt that he was telling me, help me. I need help.
It was late that Saturday. Jeff Meredith was out in the woods of his property looking for mushrooms.
And I decided to cross over and mushroom hunt on this side here. And I come up on The body.
The body of a boy in a suitcase 80 feet off the road. Jeff thought to call police, but he told me he'd feel like a fool if they got there and it was just a suitcase, so he opened it.
It's wrong. God, is it wrong? In every way.
Nearly 2 weeks later, it's tough for him to get close to that spot again.
It bothers me, but it ain't about me. It's about that little boy that they threw away like a piece of trash. That's what bothers me worse than anything in the world, because I've got 5 grandbabies.
3 of them are around that boy's age.
What color eyes has he got? Blue. Uh-oh. Blue-eyed boy.
He's a proud grandpa who cared for his kids so that they could one day raise their own.
It's the blessing of life to watch them develop into the little human beings that they will be later on.
One little human will never get to be more. Jeff's learning to accept he can't control that, but he hopes to convince someone to come forward with information on the death and, most importantly, a name.
He deserves to have a name, you know? Just like you and I, we've got a name, and we want a name put on our stone after we're gone. And he deserves that. So if anybody out there knows anything, please come forward. Because that little 5-year-old boy needs you now more than ever to give him his dignity back to him.
In Washington County, Tom Lally,
That's about all I can say about that.
WHAS 11, on your side.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I feel so sorry for him, Sissy. If I don't know. We'll get to see what he thinks about after. Okay, let me see here. So it was on April 16th that he found who we now know as Cairo. And let me see here. On April 14th, so 2 days before, around 5 p.m., the 2 women that I'm going to mention were caught on video by a home surveillance system on this road, Holder Road, and both their cell phones also pinged in the area. So, I mean, okay, so are you there? Okay.
Yeah, girl, I'm sorry. My phone was ringing. I thought it was the call I needed to take, but it wasn't. It wasn't anything to worry about. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, let me see here what I got now. And so they found him on April 16th. They did an autopsy, and the cause of death ended up being electrolyte imbalance and gastroenteritis. They said that he was well cared for. His teeth were good. He was clean and he was well dressed. But basically, I believe it's dehydration. He had diarrhea and vomiting. And guys, I mean, I was sick when I was little, and I'm sure you guys have had kids that have gotten this too. And that couldn't have been quick for this little boy. It seems like he suffered, you know?
Yeah. Dehydration, gastroparesis, dehydration, especially in a child that's normally healthy, that's not a quick death. I mean, I don't want to be gory. I don't want to be anything, but it's not.
So then, after they found the cause of death, the people of Salem, Washington County, and New Pekin, they came together and donated for his burial, and the funeral home was full. I mean, they really came together, and they really loved this little boy. They did candlelight vigils, and the officer that found him, he spoke at his funeral, and they they dubbed him Angel. They ended up calling him Angel. Let's see.
Yes, Swamp Donkey. Yes, it is a very, very, very painful way to die. It is.
So this is where they put little Angel, and it really touches my heart. They said as soon as they can that they're going to get his name added to it. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys. This is from his dad. Okay, his dad said that in 2017 that is the last time that he saw little Cairo. And yes, and after that, well, I'll go ahead and just read this to you guys. This is his dad, Vincent Jordan, and he made this, he posted this on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, I believe. Okay, it says, today my heart was broken into a million pieces. I got a call from an officer telling me that my 5-year-old son, Cairo Jordan, who ironically turned 6 today, was murdered by his mother, Dewan Anderson, in Indiana, April 14th, 2022. It's October 25th, his birthday, and they are just now notifying me about his death. Me and my family have spent the past 3 years looking for Dewan and Cairo. She took him away at the beginning of our custody battle back in 2017. She threatened to call the police on me for coming to pick him up on an agreed weekend. She never showed up in court, and it's killing me because that weekend is the last time I've seen my baby boy. I swear y'all don't know the pain. As a father, I feel defeated. This was the only thing I feared on this earth. This sick bitch smothered my son, put his body in a suitcase, and threw him on the side of the road like fucking trash outside of Salem, Indiana. The unidentified little boy who was found in a suitcase is my son, Cairo Jordan. His story has been on CNN and other news platforms for the past 6 months, and the whole time it's been my child. OMFG. Boy, when I tell you I'm sick to my stomach, everyone knows how I am about my kids, and I never thought I would have got that call today. This is a parent's worst nightmare. Choose your mate wisely, y'all. It's deeper than just baby mama, baby daddy drama. Rest in heaven, Cairo. I love you, son. Guys, you know that I usually don't say those words, but I felt that it was integral to read it as exactly as he wrote it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, the community really came together to make sure this little boy was buried with dignity, gave him a nice resting place, a nice headstone, and all the things. And we can only pray that every community would be so loving. I'm sorry, guys.
Yes.
This is just really getting me. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. We've had this one this whole time, you know, and we couldn't imagine. It got to me yesterday when I saw what he looked like in life, you know.
Yeah,
It's okay.
exactly. Yes, and the poor father. That poor father was looking for his son. He was seeing this all over the news and had no idea it was his child.
And this was a father that actually wanted to be in his son's life, you know. And
He
he
wanted him.
yeah, and that's rare in these cases that we see these days. And I understand how it was hard for him to find her because he's from Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, the Dewan, she's been known to be in Houston, Las Vegas, South Carolina, um, Los Angeles. So I understand not being able to find her, you know.
Yeah,
I just want to
exactly.
show you all a few more pictures. This was him when Cairo was born. I mean, you can see how much he loves him, you know. And I did see on his Facebook, his cover photo, he does have um, some more kids, but I'm not going to show that. But you can tell that, you know, he cares for his kids. And
One
then
thing
this
that I
is,
do want to say that my and I, when we realized when we started getting the news things that this was going on, we both have our little things that we do. We start searching YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, wherever, for that name to see what we can come up with. We came across Dad's Facebook page. So we think that that Facebook post has been deleted. We just screenshot it because we thought that we would need it covering this case. But we think some of this has been deleted or has been privated for family only. But
Yeah.
that's
He
how
does
that's
have,
how we.
yeah, he does have another post today, and I can't remember exactly what it said, but he's hurting. You can tell that 100%. Okay, this is Dewan Anderson and baby Cairo. She has a warrant out for her arrest for murder. She was last seen in the Echo Park area of Los Angeles. So please call 911 if you see her. There was another
Don't
lady,
let that
Dawn Coleman.
I'm sorry, Mom. Don't let that innocent looking face fool you. This is a monster. We call men monsters. This is a monster. This woman put her child, killed her child, put him in a suitcase and left him on the side of the road. She's a monster. If we can call men monsters when they do things like this, women can be too. Monster, monster, monster. Sorry, Mo, go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right. There was another lady that was also, she was charged with neglect and obstruction of justice. And so she has been arrested. She was located in San Francisco, and she was arrested on the 19th, I believe.
Yes. And
She's
I
not been
have
charged
requested.
with murder, though.
Hey y'all. Yes, I can see you. Hey y'all. I can see you. No, she's not been charged with murder. I have requested her updated booking photo and any incident reports involving her arrest. We haven't received anything back yet. When we do, we'll update that as well. Yes, and if you see this woman, snap a photo quickly. I mean, don't stand there and go, hey, let me get your picture. Take that phone out, snap a couple photos quick as you possibly can, call 911, say, this is who I saw, this is who I believe is the wanted person. So at least they know they can compare and decide yes or no if this is who they're looking for and go from there. But that's a very good idea, Swamp Donkey. Always take a picture if you see somebody that suspected is wanted by the police.
Oh, Swamp Donkey, thank you so much. I'm trying. I try to get all my stuff together, but I do have all my stuff together, but I'm not used to my computer doing this really well yet. Okay. Let me see
Y'all
here.
remember last year when Mo was first became a mod? Been a little over a year ago now, I guess. And she barely would even say hi. And now look at her. I mean, she was respectful in chat. I mean, she spoke to everyone typing, but to get on a microphone and say hi was not going to happen. And now look at her.
No. No, definitely not. Okay. We do have, let me see here. We do have the arrest affidavit for the Dawn Coleman that we did that has been arrested already. And Case did send a FOIA to get that, but we haven't received it yet. But this has been on my.
Some type of surveillance camera in that area, guys. In the area. And this whole time, we thought the cops. Mo and I were afraid that he was just going to be forgotten. And I guess it's really dumb to look back on it now and think that because of the nice burial and things that they did for him. But the whole time they had things. Cecil said, don't ever give up on these cases. the whole time the police had things on this case.
Yes. I mean, I really thought so too. And they were supposed to share a sketch. They never did do that. But they really were working behind the scenes this whole time.
Yep. It says one part of it says that they obtained a search warrant for the AT&T for all historical cell phone data from the 2 cell phone numbers used by DeJuan Anderson and Don Coleman. Determined that these 2 numbers were based on prior arrest records, so they knew that they were their cell phones. I think that they pinged in the same area where where his body was found.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she will. Hey, y'all, she'll tell me secretly who you are. I promise you that. I'll remind her. She will.
Okay, so when they arrested her for their child endangerment, that's when she told them that Dawn was her sister. So Dawn took Cairo, and then she was released on bail. Yep. So then, but I forgot to tell you all, when they stopped, she wouldn't even open the windows. They had to bust the window out.
Yes, that's exactly right. They had to bust the window out to make entry into the vehicle. Can you imagine this little 5-6-year-old boy inside of a car? Mom has just been chased for 30 miles, refusing to pull over, lights and sirens, everything blasting behind them. She refuses to pull over. She finally runs out of gas, and they have to break a window to get into the car. Can you imagine how terrified this child was?
Oh, bless him. Okay, and then she's arrested again, you guys. On March 31st, 2022, she was arrested in Louisville. She walked out of a mall with some clothes, and so they caught her for that. And she spent more time in jail for that than for the child endangerment and all the other stuff. She didn't get out of there until April the 11th, I believe. So she spent that time, and she finally got out on her own recognizance. But during this time, while she was in jail, Dawn and little Cairo stayed at a cousin's house, Vera, in Louisville. So I would be interested to see what Vera thought, because during this time, Dawn posted some really weird Facebook posts during this time while the mother was in jail. So they both were posting really off Facebook posts and such. And first I thought that it was probably just the mother, having all these weird thoughts and stuff. But no, Dawn was posting them while DeJuan was in jail. So I think it's both of them. They're equally guilty in my book. So
I think they're both.
So I think,
as we say in the South, they're crazier than a Betsy book.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what we say down here.
You got that right. And Dawn should be charged with murder too, in my opinion. Hopefully they step up her charges too soon. But like Case was saying, they did the search warrants for their phones and all their social media accounts. And the weird stuff started happening around December of 2021. All the way up until after baby Cairo was found. They're talking about doing spells, activating your DNA, exorcisms. I'm using my blood for rituals.
And guys, we need to realize this isn't a woman, his mother, quote unquote mother. This isn't a person who didn't have access to money. She owned some type of company at Ashley Logistics Corporation in Atlanta, Georgia. She owned her own company. One time when she was arrested and Dawn took Carol with her, they actually got a room at a Hilton hotel.
Yeah.
While Mom was in jail. So this isn't somebody that didn't have money.
No.
So it doesn't make any sense. And if you don't want your child first of all, if you don't want your child, the other parent does, give them to the other parent. Give them to the other parent. And then if neither parent wants, Give them to somebody that will take care of them, that will adopt them, that will love them as their own. Give them to take them to one of the safe haven boxes. Do something besides kill your child.
Case, you just said about the safe haven boxes. Remember, 3 months after Cairo was found, they made the 88th safe haven box in Indiana and named it after him. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that. Yep, sure do.
They sure did. And do you know in July they had 2 babies left in those in Indiana?
I just thank God for those parents that made the right decision. I mean, I understand that sometimes you have an unplanned pregnancy. I get that. You're not financially secure to where you can raise the child. I get that. But there are people who would give anything for your child, for that baby to raise, to have a child of their own to love and to care for. Don't make the decision to kill an innocent child. Don't.
No.
I mean,
Plenty of people would love to help you if you just need a break,
mm, I mean, for crying out loud, if you live near my area and you just need like a 3 or 4 hour break, let me know. Drop that baby by my house. I'll hang out with them for 3 or 4 hours. Let you go get a nap. Let you go get your nails done. Let you go take a shower. I mean, I'll do that. There are plenty of people that will, but don't make the decision to kill your child.
Hey, Case, look at this one, number 30. It says on March 18th, Dewan Anderson made the following post on her Facebook account. Can't wait to tell this story about that exorcism, a book about living with a demonic child, and a podcast. Who does that sound like?
Oh my God.
Daybell. Lori Daybell. It seems like it's a straight copycat from her. They had a podcast and they were talking about that Tylee and JJ, that they were demons and stuff. I don't understand this. And you know what? It's a good thing that we don't, because it means that we're not like them,
Exactly. I think that there's some things that the spirit that God protects us from, that He protects us from understanding, and that's one of them. I think our brains would implode if we were able to understand such garbage.
You're exactly right. In this one, April 4th. So remember that Dewan, she was in prison, jail from March 31st until April 11th. So this is one of the ones that Dawn wrote at Cousin Vera's house with Cairo by herself. It says, "Don't let the avatars fool you. There is a face under it. You need to see some have souls, some don't. Evil and wicked is hiding in plain sight, must keep rising." And then the next one on 4 days later, this is the one that really gets me, number 32. Just because the avatar is of what we call a child does not mean that it's actually a child. There are beings that are here that are not supposed to be here, that pick avatars to hide behind, to play roles, to steal energy, and to ruin lives. You better check to see if the children that you think are children actually have souls, or if they're not malevolent beings with the soul and in a child avatar. Okay, that's all I want to read of that. This is making me sick, you guys. I'm done with this. This is
Oh, it's making me
uh-uh.
sick too. I can't handle it. Okay,
No.
bottom line is it's wrong to kill your child. Just like I want to speak just a little bit on the situation in Georgia, kind of to tie it together. It is wrong to kill your child. Children are innocent human beings. Innocent. God entrusts us with their precious lives. We are responsible for them. And I'm sorry, but that 20-month-old baby in Savannah, Georgia didn't just get up and walk away.
It's okay. We're all angry. And it gets to be too much sometimes. These cases have been really heavy lately, and you guys, I have other outlets that I do, and I suggest everybody looks into that, because it's hard. It's so hard.
Yes, I have other outlets like sometimes, I mean, I just get out sometimes and just go. I like to go to just different stores, even if it's just a dollar store. Just walk around and look, just to get it off my mind, clear my mind. Just yeah, you have to have separation from it. And sometimes Mo and I will talk on the phone, and we'll talk about the sun is out, or it's been
Mhm.
raining, or what our families have been doing. Anything but these heavy cases, because it's just too much sometimes. It's just too much. And when you have a mother, quote unquote mother, in Atlanta, Georgia, or excuse me, in Savannah, Georgia, saying she might have put her 20-month-old child in a garbage can in this landfill, and the grandmother is all over social media saying, get this certain creator money so that she can get to me. And the creator is planning to stay at the house where the alleged crime happened. Are you kidding me? This can't be real. Mo, I think we're being punked. Are we being
Yeah.
punked? We got to be being punked. Somebody come out and tell me we're being punked. Please tell me we're being punked. Tell me this is not real. I mean,
No.
this is craziness.
I know.
I mean,
Uh,
this is
they've all,
ridiculous.
they've all lost sight of. Let's not worry about who's guilty or who's innocent. Let's not try to talk people out of this or that. Let's find the baby. Find the baby. You
Exactly.
know.
Quentin, in case somebody from the other side forgot, his name is Quentin Simon, 20 months old. He was born January of 2021. And
And
he mattered. His life mattered. God had plans for him. His life mattered. He didn't deserve any of this. He didn't deserve for it to be a way for some people to put money in their pocketbook. None of this makes any sense. Why are y'all doing this these kids? Stop it. If you don't want them, give them to somebody that does. Or better yet, if you don't want any more children, go to the doctor. Tell them you want a tubal. Tell them you want an IUD. Tell them you want a shot. Do something. Or better yet, stop having unprotected sex. That'll keep you from getting pregnant. I promise you, it's a surefire way that you will get pregnant if you stop having sex. Sorry.
it's okay. I know this has been. We might take a break after this. I
Mom,
understand though.
I'm sorry, guys. I really am. Oh, the little
Okay.
Quentin. This case right here was really getting to me, and then added little Quentin on top of it. Oh, it's just too much.
Okay.
But
I'm
no,
gonna
I'm
show the.
okay. I'm okay. You go right ahead. You show whatever you want to. I promise I'm okay now. I just had to get down.
Okay. Okay. I wanted to share where Jeffrey Meredith now, where they where Cairo finally got his name back. And so I want to show this little thing from Twitter first.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Oh,
How did you
There.
happy?
that's all we got. I would have liked to seen the rest, but well, that's got me teared up already. Goodness sakes. I got another video though. The rest of it.
God bless that man. God bless
I
that man.
know. Here.
The last time we were in these woods, it was April. The buds just starting to form are now the fallen leaves on the ground. The same ground where just behind me, Jeff Meredith found the body of a 5-year-old boy in a suitcase. At that time, he told me he would give anything to find that boy's name. Today, we can tell you it was Cairo Amar Jordan.
Thank the Lord. You know,
Cairo's name is the first step towards closure in a crime Jeff reminds us never should have happened.
but I just wish that he was stuck there properly before this happened. Before they threw him away. Boy, it still bothers me that somebody would have the audacity to throw somebody else away like that piece of trash.
And it was a trash bag inside this suitcase that helped police find the people they say are responsible. Court documents show fingerprints of Don Coleman and DeJuan Anderson were on that bag.
On October 19th, just a few days ago, Detective Busick located and arrested Don Coleman with the assistance of the San Francisco PD.
She'll be back in Indiana soon, but police are still searching for DeJuan Anderson, Cairo's mother. This photo taken in March when she was caught shoplifting at Oxmoor Mall and allegedly punched an officer in the face. Jeff found Cairo less than a month later. And I know at the time you said never going down there again.
It's a good day. It really is.
6 months since, he's comfortable enough to share the spot where he found Cairo.
See those two trees there? There's two little bitty ones right on this side of me, straight in between them two trees.
A small white flag, a sign of surrender. The burden Jeff Meredith carried these 6 months released.
It feels like the weight of the world went off my shoulder. Because when I first saw that little feller's face, it was like he was screaming help to me. The only help I know to do is to call 911. And that's what I did.
And it worked.
Yeah.
And Jeff said his main message he wants to share tonight is a thank you to the Indiana State Police officers who did everything that they could to bring him and all of us the name of this 5-year-old boy. In Washington County, Tom Lett.
Guys, men like that, country men, they don't cry like that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And I was just sitting here thinking, Mo, men, true family men, their number one instinct is to protect their family, to protect any children, biological, non-biological, that are part of their family. That's their natural instinct, protection. They protect their spouses, they protect children. And that man
Yes.
couldn't do anything. And can you imagine the grief and the counseling you think that man's having to go through after seeing Carol's face, his body? Because he wanted to make sure he wasn't calling the police just over a suitcase that got tossed on the side of the road. It was empty.
Yes. Exactly.
Pop
just
says,
wanted to
I think you're right. These people, they don't want them, and they don't care. I realize that. I just let my emotions get the best of me sometimes over these cases. I apologize,
Okay.
y'all, if I was a little too harsh today. But I'll do better.
It's
But
okay.
it does get the best of me.
I'm working on a colder case that's solved, and that might be better for us for a while.
Yeah.
I just wanted to read this last thing that we have to keep in mind, and this is what Kerry Hulls, the Indiana State Police spokesperson, says. He says, no matter what progress is made, no matter what happens, we're still dealing with the tragic death of a young child, but the wheels of justice do turn.
Exactly.
So that's true.
Those
We have to
little
keep that in mind.
Yes, they turn slow, but they do turn. They do turn. Just like little Gannon Stout. I mean, almost 3 years later, we're still waiting for that monster, for his monster to go to trial, and she's still pulling tricks to get out, to avoid her day in court. But the wheels of justice turn. They just turn really, really slow.
I wanted to show you so everybody could see it. I know there's better ones that are made up, wanted posters and such for DeJuan, but I just made this one up the best I could. It's DeJuan Ludi Anderson, last seen Echo Park, Los Angeles, California. But guys, she has been known to be in Houston, and Las Vegas. So really, and she was arrested in South Carolina and Louisville. So really, she could be anywhere. She's 5'5", 135 pounds. And this is what she looks like. She's got short hair, but they say she is known to wear extensions. And I'll post this on my community tab so you guys can share it if you want to, just in case. Let's get her caught finally.
Yes. Let's get her caught. And Mo and I are going to be doing updates on this case periodically whenever Mo, because like I said, Mo has done most of the research on this case herself. There's been a few things she has said, hey, if you see this, would you grab it for me? And of course I will. Of course I will. And on some of our thumbnails, while I'm thinking of it, and like our wanted posters and things like that, bear with us. We have Canva Pro. We're learning it. Just like anything else, is trial and error on some things. Mo does an excellent job. That was a great job, I think, for the wanted poster. And then the next one will be even better. Just realize, that some of these things are trial and error for us, and we are trying, and we will get there.
I found this. This is the baby box that they made in honor of Angel, who we now know is Cairo. And it says it's number 117. And down here it says, in loving memory of a beloved little boy known but to God. And I think that's what it says on his tombstone too. I hope to get a picture as soon as they put his name on the tombstone. I'd like to see that too.
Mo, you and I talk about our little trips and stuff to go pay respects. We might have to talk to Mr. Case about that one.
Yeah. Yeah. I
really would. Talk to him about that. That would be really sweet. To be able to go pay our respects.
Oh, I think what the dad said on Facebook was that he wants to bring him home, is what he said today. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what there is to retrieving a body after it's already been. I mean, it's not like they just dumped him there. You know what I mean? He was professionally buried there. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway,
and lovingly, And let's not think about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and lovingly.
Let's think about justice. We want justice.
That's exactly right.
I want to thank everybody for coming today, and thank Case for helping me, because the only live that I have on my channel was about little Angel, and I threw together a TikTok and a short for him. And I don't know anything about this stuff, you guys, but I had to do it for him. It's one of those that's on your heart,
Yeah.
And so I really appreciate it.
More than welcome. I told you from the very beginning, when you got to the point that you were ready to start going on lives and stuff, I'd be right here beside of you. I'd help you any way I could. And I mean that with all of my heart. You're doing an excellent job. And guys, let's see. Pops and Sass said she can go get you a updated photo this weekend at the cemetery, Mo.
Oh my goodness, that would be so great, Pops and Sass. Yes, I would love to see that.
To do that, Mo, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of our mods. I really do. People think that you can't find friendship on social media. You can. I found, next to my husband, my very best friend Mo. I mean, seriously, we talk about everything. If there's something going on hard in our personal, in our family lives, we talk to each other about it. And that to me, that's something money can't buy. And I wouldn't trade anything for a friendship. If one of us hasn't texted the other one by like 8:30 or 9 o'clock, we're calling or we're texting, hey, are you okay? Something going on. And even my husband on the weekends, he will ask me if because one weekend we were talking about we were going to do a live, and something happened I think Mo didn't feel good that weekend. And we decided to wait until Monday and do it. And my husband asked me, he said, "Did you forget something today?" I said, "No, why?" He said, "You were supposed to do that live with Mo." I said, "No, we moved that to Monday because she didn't feel good." He said, "I thought you blew her off and I was going to get on to you." I'm like, no. I may blow a lot of people off, but Mo's not one of them. Mo knows that. But I'm just saying, find you a friend like that. Everybody needs a friend like that. Everybody
Yes.
does.
We've
They
been
really
friends
do.
for over a year, like a year and a half, and that's like 20 years on YouTube time, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, and it's really. I mean, um, I have her mom's cell phone number. Her mom has mine. My husband has Mo's cell phone number. She has my husband's. When I had surgery, my husband called Mo to say, "Hey, she's out of surgery. She's okay." But I told him, after you notify your parents, my parents, and our boys, you better notify Mo. If I wake up and realize Mo hasn't been notified, you're going to wish I was put back under. No, I'm joking. We cut up like that, but I wanted her to know I'm okay, and he did. I think after he called his mom
Yes.
and my dad and the boys, she was the next one, and yeah, just just enjoy this part of YouTube and realize that not every part of YouTube is so much drama filled and so much hatred is what I'm trying to get at. We don't
Did you
experience that.
did you see what Swamp Donkey says? She says that her husband knows who I am too.
Oh, that's funny. I was trying to look at guys. Y'all, please forgive me on some things when Mo asked me if I saw it. I got contacts last week, and I've never worn contacts before. I've always worn glasses, but my vision had gotten so bad that I couldn't see to put on my eye makeup without, and I couldn't do it with my glasses on, of course. I couldn't see to do them without them. So we're trying contacts. And yesterday they changed one of the left eye. They changed the strength just a little bit. So it's taking me getting a little used to. So if I don't say something, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just it takes me a little bit to focus in on it. It's okay. You thought you found that friendship, but you were wrong. You know what? I thought I found that friendship before I found Mo too, and I was wrong. But that don't mean that friendship's not out there. That means God's got something else in store for you. So I don't want to go too personal about it. Something happened with one of my boys this week, my 22-year-old, and he thought his life was falling apart. And I told him, I said, "Son, that this happened because God knew if He didn't move you, you wouldn't move yourself. He has bigger and better plans for you."
That's
So
exactly right. And sometimes it's not about us. Sometimes God moves us to where we can help other people the most too, you know?
exactly. He'll move you to where He needs you.
Yes.
So that really helped him, and so I say that to you too. Hey, y'all, God moves you to where He needs you. And
Mhm.
I had to learn that when I got sick. I thought the world had come to an end. My life was over, but it was just starting. It was just starting. But well, do you have anything else
Case
you
found
want to add?
Case found her logins to Case Cares again, so we can use that
Yes.
channel. Yes, or We Care. So we're
Yeah.
gonna try to start using those channels too, for
Yeah.
devotions or, just more
Probably
casual
more of
stuff.
Case Cares because it has the community tab now. They gave me the community tab on it, even though I didn't have
Oh,
500
that's
subs.
great.
So I really like to use it. It's where we do the devotions. For some of you that don't know, Case Cares, we absolutely do not tolerate any form of bullying, harassment, anything like that. No negativity on that channel at all, or you're
I'm
automatically
gonna
booted.
I'm going to drop that. I've got that right here. So just so everybody can hit the notifications and be ready and everything. Oh, and
Oh,
we're
yes,
working on
Swamp Donkey. I'm sorry, Swamp Donkey. Yes, you're exactly right. Be careful because you can get a nasty stalker. I got a nasty stalker last year, a very nasty stalker that I'm still tied up in a court dealing with. So yes, be very careful. Vet people, vet them. There's nothing wrong with vetting someone.
Uh-uh.
If you would, okay, if you say you're over, if you have your own company and you're about to hire somebody, if you wouldn't let them walk through the front door and give them a job without asking questions, don't let them be that close in your life and have that much of an important part of your life without asking those questions. Don't be afraid to ask those questions. Protect yourself.
I've got one more thing to say. I'm gathering all of the safety tips that I can about how to fix your phone to where you can dial 911 secretly and how to do it quickly, and then some other things. So if you guys want to get your safety tips get together too, I figured we could all share, and the more that we all know, the better, you know?
Yes, exactly. The more we know, because there are ways, guys, that you can call 911 and nobody ever knows it. Nobody ever has a clue. There's ways that you can drop your location to like your husband, your wife, your significant other, your children, your best friend, whatever. If somebody's following you, you can quickly drop your location and they'll know where you're at.
And I'm figuring out how to do
So
it
there's
with Apple and Android phones too, so we can help each other with that too, if we
yeah.
got different ones, you know.
Yeah, we can do it. All right, guys, we'll wrap this one up. Mo, thank you so much for this. And we'll be doing more updates as we get more information about the two women, especially if the quote unquote mom, is ever arrested. I know we'll want to do an update on that. The Delphi case, we may watch that through the weekend and wait on the press conference for Monday to see what they offer before we just go live. Don't you think, Mo? Before we cover
Yeah.
that a whole lot to see what that's about. But anyway,
Yeah.
oh, also one more thing before we go, guys. We are working on, like I said, we have Canva. We are working on trying to plan some pre-recorded things. So if it's a day that we don't go live, we can put up a pre-recorded video and have some content on the channel, kind of keep the algorithm going. So if you guys don't mind and you can share this channel out where you can, share it with your friends. We greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it.
Yes, it means a lot that you all came today. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so
It
much.
means a lot. It means a lot to me too, guys. All right, guys. We will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.